Finally, the Monster Rumble has come, the night that I have been waiting for, because I get to do what every other person in the wrestling industry wants to do. And that is punch Hollywood Haywood square in the face and shut his mouth. Because we all know that he's always out here spouting a bunch of bullshit, talking about a bunch of shit that just isn't true. Trying to blow himself up, trying to make him seem like he's one of the greatest things here in the wrestling industry. But we know that's simply not true. Hollywood, you want to call yourself the greatest showman? You're nothing more than the load that should have been swallowed here in the promo world. That's all that you are. You're just a bunch of hot air. You want to come out here and act like you're this big Hollywood movie star, this big famous actor. You may have been an actor, but you have only done two important things that have ever made it to the big screens, the TV or movies. Roll the film.
Antibacterial Mr. Clean knocks out germs and cuts.
That's right, he was Will Ferrell's testicles. Well, that's right. How many of you knew that Hollywood's biggest movie accomplishment was playing a hairless nutsack in a movie? Well, now you know and you're welcome. But you see, all the fame and the fortune and the money that came with those two videos that Hollywood is famous for, that is all slowly starting to run out now, isn't it, Haywood? And that's why you were running around being the little eat-fed whore that you are, trying to get your name out there, trying to get your hand in every little pot that you can to try to make back a little bit of money, because you know you're about to go bankrupt. You want to keep the people talking. You know that you need to keep your name relevant, because once those people quit talking, your dream of being a Hollywood movie star is over. And not only are you running from federation to federation, you are also leeching on to any group that you can and trying to leech off their success and get yourself to the top for your own gain. You've done it in every group, in every federation that you've been in. You started with the Entourage, the GODs, the Hollywood and Haywood Connections, the King of Hollywood. Hell, you've even joined the damn circus now. You'll do anything to keep your name relevant. And that's why that FFW title win against me means so much to you. Because it gave you that validation that you needed. It gave you that point to get the people talking. But the sad truth about that is the only one talking about that victory is you. The only one bringing up that title victory over me is you. Because nobody else gives a shit. And that's not me saying anything negative about Fatal Fantasy Wrestling, so don't even try to turn it that way. I'm just saying that I wasn't there to help create and build that company. I just lent a helping hand. But I have been in the revolution since the beginning, since the inception of that company. I have been building that empire. And now I am revolutionizing the tag team division in the Lifeblood. And in Elite Marks, where we are right now, I am the reason why there is a Smacktalk division. I am the one that helped create that division and make it what it is today. Without me helping that division, there would be no you and I here tonight, Hollywood. So I will die in this ring here tonight before you take this title from me. Which is why this movie role that you're in here tonight is the most dangerous role that you have ever been a part of. Because the injuries that you are going to sustain here tonight are going to ruin your movie career and possibly your promo career, because you will never be the same again. You might want to do something you've never thought of doing before and call in a stunt double. Because if you don't, tonight will be your last production. Because what I'm going to do to you here tonight in this ring, in this movie scene, is going to be the worst thing to happen to somebody on a movie set since the Brandon Lee incident. Except if it was the other way around, nobody would have gave two shits if it was you. And there's not going to be some giant mystery going on into some long, ongoing investigation that turns out to be an unsolved mystery. No, because I am making my intentions known here and now, that I am coming to murder you and your career here tonight in that ring. And my metaphorical gun is loaded full of Hollywood point-tip bullets, and they are pointed directly at your head. So lights, camera, fuck you, Hollywood.
Cowboy. Cowboy.
Well, I'm packing up my game and I'ma head out west, where real women come equipped with scripts and fake press. Find a nest in the hills, chill like Flint. Buy an old drop top, find a spot to pimp. Then I'm a kid, rock it up and down your block, go with a bottle of scotch and watch lots of crotch. Buy a yacht with a flag saying chillin' the most, then rock that bitch up and down the coast.
of Hollywood Haywood versus, is he the Swamp Man now? The Gator Man? I mean, I see him as a Raging Cajun. Hell, I'm just going to call him what we all know his name is, and that's Briggy. You see, I have now taken so much away from Briggy. I beat him in Revolution. I took his Fatal Fantasy Wrestling Championship away in FFW. And yeah, he got that tag team win, but let's be honest. One of the best in the damn business, a man who teams with me everywhere else and is just partnering with Briggy as pretty much a pity fuck, carried him to that victory, and I'm talking about Hodgson. I've embarrassed Briggy so damn bad that he's had to change his appearance, change his gimmick, change his partners, and change his change of scenery. And quite frankly, it's pathetic. It's damn pathetic. Now, last time we met, I talked about how Briggy used to be one of the best in the business. But he just couldn't seem to cut the mustard anymore. And you see, nothing has changed. See, you would think after 3 matches with Hollywood Haywood, well, hell, I wouldn't have showed up. But you would have thought that if he was going to show up, that maybe he would have evolved. Maybe he would have went back to that Briggy that he used to be. But I'm here to tell you something, Briggy. You can shave all that hair off your face so that I can't comment about it, and so that you won't look like a leprechaun. But I'm going to tell you right now, Briggy, even with a new look, you're still the same piece of trash that you were when we fought the first time, and when we fought the second time, and when Hodgson carried your ass to a victory. You see, and that seems to be the status quo for you. That seems to be what you're all about, because you are one hell of a tag team competitor these days. But let's be honest, the singles titles are no longer coming. In a world that used to be very easy for you, you're a little behind the learning curve now. See, Briggy, what else do I got to do to you? What else do I have to take from you? How much more do I have to embarrass you before you just tuck your tail in between your legs, put on a skirt, and walk away? Do you think I enjoy doing this to you? At this point, it's like you're a child. It's like you're my child, and when they do something wrong, you have to correct them. And as a parent, you don't really want to do it, but you have to, because you know it's the right damn thing to do. And that is where we're at, Briggy. I don't really want to keep beating your ass. I don't really want to keep verbally destroying you. But I owe it to the promo world, because maybe I'll beat the old Briggy out of you. Maybe I will light a fire that is worthy of you holding that Smacktalk championship. So Briggy, after this match, you may thank me. That's right, you may thank me for making you relevant yet again.
That's what we doing.